Welcome to Brooklyn Now, Then, End, the podcast where we explore Brooklyn's history, its present, and a glimpse into its future. I'm JP, and today we're talking about a neighborhood that has seen massive change over the years, Sheepshead Bay. One of the first things I like to speak about is the Sheepshead. This is the Sheepshead fish, and actually why Sheepshead Bay is named Sheepshead Bay. A long time ago, Sheepshead Bay was full of these fish. They are ugly as hell, but trust me, they're delicious. And years ago, Sheepshead Bay was full of them. So once just a quiet fishing village, Sheepshead Bay has an amazing history. Let's take a walk through time and see how this waterfront gem transformed from a small fishing hub to a modern-day Brooklyn icon. Because it's a natural harbor, full of natural resources at one point, its history goes way, way back to probably before the Canarsie Indians. But we're not going to go that far back today. Its location made it a perfect getaway for New Yorkers looking to escape the hustle of the city. By the late 1800s, Sheepshead Bay began to attract more and more visitors who came for the natural beauty and, of course, the fishing. Fast forward to the 20th century, and Sheepshead Bay became a hotspot for leisure. No longer was it a place for only fishing and fishermen. It was a beautiful place for all New Yorkers to enjoy a day out. Construction of the famous Emmons Avenue helped cement this as the main commercial strip, lined with restaurants, stores, and boat launches. The waterfront was booming with activity, and it wasn't just the locals who came for the delicious seafood. Tourists flocked here too. By the 1920s and 30s, the bay was thriving. The iconic Sheepshead Bay Yacht Club, the boat basin, and all the piers became part of the local identity. For years, the bay was the place for fishing competitions, regattas, and a vibrant waterfront scene. People would gather along the piers and look out on the bay, watching the boats come and go, while other people just ate at the seafood joints that dotted the bay. Fast forward to the mid-20th century, though, and things began to change. Like many waterfront areas of Brooklyn, Sheepshead Bay started towards urbanization. The once bustling fishing industry declined, and the focus shifted to real estate development. The bay saw a shift from small family-owned business to larger commercial entities, and the residential buildings began to rise. It was no longer the quiet, secluded fishing village it once was. But here's the thing. Sheepshead Bay never lost its charm. Despite all the change, the hood still holds on to its waterfront identity. Today it's a mix of old-school Brooklyn with a modern twist. Seafood restaurants are still going strong, but with a diversity of other restaurants, markets, and luxury residential buildings. While fishing boats are fewer and so-called nightclub boats are banned, the bay remains a popular place for those who want to be near the water but still in New York City. And of course, the bay's history has been totally forgotten. While it's becoming more modernized, the bay's deep ties to Brooklyn's maritime past are still visible, especially on Emmons Avenue, where old buildings and vintage signs give you a glimpse back to the days of being a busy fishing village. So, what's next for Sheepshead Bay? Who knows? It continues to evolve with new businesses, improved waterfront, and a mix of old and new residents. I know one thing though, Sheepshead Bay will always be a place where Brooklyn's past and future come together. That's all for today's episode of Brooklyn Now, Then, End. Thanks for watching the story of Sheepshead Bay, its transformation from fishing village to Brooklyn hotspot. If you enjoyed this, then continue to watch and check my channel for more about Brooklyn Now, Then, End. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'm JP, and I'll be talking to you soon.
Peace.
Have a nice day.